Welcome to Confessions of an SEO. This is Carolyn Holzman. As you know, this is where we're going to talk about the people side of SEO from someone who's been there on both sides. A local business owner for 28 years, and now a reformed client SEO of 12 years now, also a seriously seeking SEO researcher, tester, and consultant. So these are intended to be love letters to the SEO profession and the businesses whom they serve. So if you're an SEO, this is all for you. If you're a business owner, I hope this helps you understand what SEO is so that you can evaluate it better without chasing away the good SEO you hired. Welcome to episode 47. Now, before I share the topic for this week, I continue to need your help with the survey about maybe what if there might be a season 2 of Confessions. It's 6 quick questions, and the short link is, I like to use bit.ly. So if you're writing anything down, it's bit.ly/confessions survey. And yes, there are 2 S's in the middle if you're spelling it up. Okay, now if you enjoy this type of content, if there are features you'd like to see added in season 2, heck, even if you want a season 2, nothing is being assumed and nothing is sacred. And that is why I need your help to send in some more surveys. So please take a moment and share your thoughts. On to this week. This topic came in from an SEO agency that generates leads for the medical niche. They write, I have a suggestion for a confessions topic. This week, I turned away a client because they had been burnt by their previous SEO company and the paranoia was palpable. Quote, how many hours will you be working? Will you be sending me weekly updates, etc., etc. There were other red flags. They were in the wrong niche, wrong CMS, but it got me to thinking, how do you treat a client that has been burned? How much effort do you put into landing them? And as a business owner, how should they get over the burn? In other words, how can they learn to love another SEO? First, what a great topic. Yes. And I probably, I have the episode When to Say No to SEO. I think this would be it. So I'm calling this episode being the Rebound SEO agency. How to not be willing to pay for the sins of another agency or another ignorant purchase by a business owner who is too busy to know what they were buying. Who knows, right? And honestly, what is to be done to help business owners who have legitimately been burned by a previous SEO agency? How can they learn to love again? So it really doesn't seem fair, does it, that we should have to pay for the sins of the previous SEO agency? And here comes the ubiquitous dating analogy. Usually the pressure on the rebound boyfriend or girlfriend is so great that they get tired of having to prove over and over that they're not that previous guy or gal. We know most businesses really don't get what we do. When they don't understand something, they revert to the employer-employee model, and micromanaging seems to make sense to them as the most logical way to avoid what happened previously. Honestly, I really do think the best thing for a potential rebound agency is to pass, which in this case they did. And as a regular business owner in my past, I know that when I got burned, and it wasn't SEO related, but when that trust was violated, it really feels bad. As a business owner, you want to do everything you can to avoid feeling that way again. So how do you as an SEO or SEO agency treat a potential client that has been burnt? And here's part where what we probably do, I think, has to do with more the type of person that we are. Empathetic SEOs are likely to give them the opportunity to vent, and then on the far side of the spectrum, there's probably some that are a little more uncaring and focused on spending time with prospects that might be likely to convert and to convert for more than 1 or 2 months. So they might end the meeting early, suggest that, when you're ready to work with an agency, again, we might be able to help you in the future. And probably most of us fall somewhere on that spectrum, in the middle of that spectrum. Now, I don't know if there's a lot we can do to help. And that's so frustrating if you have an ounce of care. And this is the other piece. The person who is least capable of developing and implementing an SEO strategy is that business owner trying to make sure that in their pursuit to not ever get taken again, they will do whatever they can to make sure they're getting hours out of an agency that they pay for. Ugh. All right. So again, now there's the question. How should they get over this type of burn? Can they get over it? How can they learn to love another SEO? I love saying that. I think it's unlikely that if you're a business owner of any length of time that you're not going to get burnt somehow, some way. And I'm thinking of those wretched merchant credit card fees. This may be the cost of doing business, taking smart chances, right? If they're going to do this, they need to know if they can truly invest in SEO. Just like, when you buy a house, there's a qualification process. Determine what kind of house can you afford based on your income and savings, etc. I remember when my husband and I were looking at buying a house after moving to Austin, we found this amazing 2-story mock Tudor stucco house lined with pecan trees. There was an apartment over the garage. It was full of windows and glass and light, close to the university, downtown, and it was seriously underpriced because it was just after the savings and loan crisis, and property was priced to move, and even so. And this one was tantalizingly just out of the top of our budget. Had we pushed to buy it, we would probably have been putting every single cent we had into it that didn't cover, food and bills. Just not the lifestyle, that we wanted to live just because, we love the house. Maybe business owners need to put things in perspective and make sure that they qualify to be spending, and I should say investing, that amount in SEO. Maybe if their marketing budget is only SEO, they really need to diversify and come up with paid marketing as something separate and apart from their SEO budget. So can a business owner ever learn to love an SEO agency? Part of why I started this podcast was to explore the nature of it. I don't know any other way to call it, the nature of the antagonism between business owners who can get burned and the SEOs they hire. And it's situations like this, like what we're talking about, that puts me in my SEO fantasy dreams of providing SEO without having to educate a business owner and getting them more traction and organic traffic as long as they pay for it. And, it's working. And then if they don't want to stay, then we just say, okay, bye. And then the benefit of what they were paying for goes away, just like as if it were paid ads. Or maybe paid for things by the page. It's not financed over 12 months. They pay up front just like it was a consult. And then once the page ranks for the term, then the customer can choose to stop paying or move it into a maintenance mode to keep it there. Now, I did tell you this was a fantasy, right? I even made a whole episode about it, episode 43. And if you want to get a kick, check it out. But maybe it's the language we use. The word SEO, it covers on-page, off-page, technical, and the businesses that hire us are already inclined to conflate SEO with website creation, web hosting, anything to do with the site, from the filling out the forms to conversion rate optimization. Maybe it's the small businesses who seek out SEO instead of, let's say, a large enterprise SEO opportunity. Who knows? I know of a small business that fired their high-dollar SEO company and now pays an employee to make comments on the same blog over and over and over again to get backlinks, and now spends $1,000 in paid ads and proudly proclaims he has never been more satisfied with his SEO. I got nothing. Well, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for listening. If you could, again, I really need your help on the feedback on the survey about what kind of stories you'd like in 2022, even if you want a 2022. Please subscribe to Confessions wherever you're listening to it. It's on Audible, Spotify, Amazon Alexa. And if you haven't settled on one source for your podcasts, you can Google Confessions of an SEO. You cannot miss it. Please let your friends know about Confessions, because all of us stand to make more business and success together when both the SEOs and the business owners understand each other better. It's been my pleasure to be your host. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the SERPs.